adding and subtracting fractions. 1/3 plus 1/3 is not surprisingly 2/3. 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4. But you may have to simplify. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. Very important fractions. 1/11 plus 3/11 is 4/11. 2/7 plus 3/7 is 5/7. 2/9 and 4/9, 6/9. 5/11 minus 3/11, it's just 5 minus 3 over 11, 2/11. So if I got 2 rulers and I had 3 rulers, I get 5 rulers, and I can add pens. But can I add pens and rulers? Well, it's pieces of equipment. So we can't do this until we've got a name that describes both groups. When we add fractions, we need to have the same name, the same denominator. So what if the denominators are different? What's a half plus a third? Well, if I cut my half pizza into 3, each new piece is 1/6. And if I cut my third pizza into 2, each new piece is 1/6. So if I can make the denominators the same, so this half is 3/6, and this third is 2/6. And now I can add them. 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6. So, what about something really horrible like a half plus an 18? Well, I could put them all with a denominator of 12 times 18 is 216. Crumbs! Hardly anything left. But if we remember our lowest common multiple, I want the smallest number I can. The lowest common multiple of 12 and 18 is 36. So I want 36 on the bottom. I can multiply 12 by 3 to get 36 and multiply 3 on the top as well. 18 times 2 is 36 and multiply the top by 2 as well. And now I can add those together to give 5/36. So if we find the lowest common multiple of denominators, it can be called the lowest common denominator, the LCD. So let's do some easier examples. We need to make sure the denominator of both fractions is the same before we add or subtract. So 2/5 plus 3/10. We need a number in the 5 and the 10 times table, and 10 will do. So I want so many 10s to be 2/5. I multiply the bottom by 2, I multiply the top by 2, now I can 1/3 and 5/12. Well, a number in the 3 and the 12 times table, 12 will do. Then I'm multiplying 3 by 4, so I get 4/12 and 5/12 is 9/12, and that will simplify. Never forget to simplify. 2/5 and 3/6, well, I've got to go 5 times 6 is 30. It's the only number in both times tables, or the smallest. So 5/6 is a 30, 2/6 is a 12, 5/6 is a 30, so 5/3 is a 15. Add those together, I get 27 over 30. They're both divisible by 3, so that's 9/10. Don't forget to simplify. And again with subtraction, 3/8 to 24. I can have 24 as my bottom number. So multiply the bottom 8 by 3 to get 24. So multiply the 7 by 3 as well to get 21. 3/8 to 24, so I multiply the 2 by 8 to get 16, and I get 5/24. Half plus a third plus a fifth. Well, the LCM is 30, 2 times 3 times 5 in this case, and I can add them up and get 37 over 30, and remember to turn it to a mixed number. So let's try adding 2/3 and 1/3. So since they have different numbers on the bottom, we need to split these into further pieces until we can get the same number on the denominator and bottom. So if I double top and bottom, I get 6 on the bottom here. That's not in the 4 times table. Let's treble what's in the bottom. I get 9 slices here. but that's still not in the 4 time table. One more and I get 12ths here. I multiply top and bottom by 4, and 2/3 becomes 8 twelfths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For 1/4, we can split it into 2, which will make 8ths, and into 3, which will make 12ths. 1, 2, 3 out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 slices. And now I can add these together. I have 8 twelfths plus 3 twelfths, and I can add those to make 8 plus 3 11 twelfths. Let's try adding 1/3 and 1/5. So here we can add them. Again, we need a number on the denominator to be shared between them. 2 will give me 6ths. That's not in the 5 times table. 3 will give me 9. That's not in the 5 times table. 4 will give me 12. That's not in the 5 times table. And 5 will give me 15. Here, to get on the bottom something in the 3 times table, I can multiply top and bottom by not 2 but 3. So really we're multiplying the top and bottom of the thirds by 5 and the top and bottom of the fifths by 3. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5, 10, 15, and here I get 1, 2, 3 out of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I've got 5 15ths plus 3 15ths, which will give me 5 plus 3 is 8 15ths. Let's have a go at 1/4 plus 1/6. Now this time I don't need to say 4 times 6 is 24 and split this into 24 pieces. So you see how this works. And now I need to find the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6. What is the smallest number in both the 4 times table and the 6 times table? Multiply top and bottom by 2, I will get 8ths. That's not in the 6 times table. By 3 and I will get 12ths, and that is in the 6 times table. So 1/4 top and bottom multiply by 3, so really I'm multiplying by a big 1 here, and I get 3 twelfths. Here I need to multiply top and bottom by 2 to get 12 on the bottom. I'm multiplying by a big 1 here, so I'm not changing the number, just changing how it looks. I get 3 twelfths plus 2 twelfths, which gives me 5 twelfths. One final example of adding. I'm going to add 1/4 and 5/6. So here we can see we've got more than 1, but we do the same thing again. We need 12 in the denominator in both cases, and this time we have 10 twelfths here, 3 twelfths here, and 10 twelfths plus 3 twelfths is 13 twelfths, which is 12 twelfths with 1 12th left over. So that's 1 and 1/12 if we write it as a mixed number. So let's try subtracting fractions. Let's start with an easy one. Let's have 3/4 less 1/4. Then here I need 3/4 less 1/4. It's just going to leave me with 3 minus 1/4 is 2/4. But 2/4 is 1/2. Let's try 3/4 less say 2/5. And we'll try this. So this time, just as with addition, we need to organize this with the same denominator. So I need to find the lowest common multiple, the first number in both the 4 and the 5 times table. If I double 4, I get 8, 12. If I treble it, if I multiply it by 4, I get 16. And if I multiply it by 5, I get 20. And that's the first of those numbers in the 5 times table. So similarly with my 2/5, if I double the 5, I just get 10, treble I get 15, quadruple I get 20. So here my 3/4 is 5, 10, 15 out of 20, and my 2/5 is 4, 8 out of 12, 16, 20. So I have 15/20 less 8/20. 15 less 8 is 7/20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/20. And let's try subtracting 1/4 minus 1/6. We need the same number on the bottom. We want the lowest common multiple. So 4 times 6 is 24 would work. But if I look at the 4 times table, 2 4s are 8. That's not in the 6 times table. But 3 4s are 12. That is in the 12 times table. And in my 6 times table, 2 6s are 12. I now have 1/4 split into 3 lots gives me 3/12. 1/6 split into 2 lots gives me 2/12. And 3/12 less 2/12 leaves me with 1/12. And let's try it with a larger number over here. One more, last option. Let's look at 3/4 less 1/6. Again, I need to make the same denominator. So let's make 12 on the bottom, 12 on the bottom. I now have 9/12 here. 3, oh, I made the wrong choice here. And I have 2/12 here. 9/12 less 2/12 gives me 7/12.